Welcome to Fishing Diary.
Amazing catching thousands tons of tuna fish with modern big boat, fastest squid fishing trawl. Imagine a big fishing boat that can hold thousands of tons of tuna. Imagine a wide net that can encircle an entire school of fish and a helicopter that can spot the fish from miles away and guide the boat to its target. It is not science fiction. It is the reality of modern tuna fishing. With the help of advanced technology, fishermen can catch more tuna than ever before. But this comes at a cost. Tuna fishing is a significant contributor to overfishing. The demand for tuna is high, and fishermen are under pressure to catch as much fish as possible. It can lead to the depletion of tuna populations, which could devastate the marine ecosystem. So how can we catch tuna sustainably? There are a few things they can do. First, we need to reduce the demand for tuna. It means eating less tuna and choosing sustainable alternatives. Second, we need to improve the way that tuna is caught. It means using less destructive nets for marine life and fishing in areas that are not overfished. Seeing thousands of tons of tuna fish is a fantastic feat, but it is important to remember that this is a finite resource. We need to use it wisely so that future generations can enjoy tuna. The hunt. The solar changed into setting over the horizon, casting a fiery glow across the sea. The waves were calm, and the only sound turned into the gentle hum of the fishing boat's engines. Inside the bridge, the captain and his crew had been scanning the radar displays for signs of life. They were seeking out a tuna shoal, and they had been hoping to make a large capture. Suddenly, the captain's eyes widened. "There it is," he stated. "I've got a contact on the radar." The crew speedy sprang into action, deployed the fishing nets, and the helicopter took off to investigate the shoal. The helicopter hovered over the fish, and the onboard observer used binoculars to depend on them. "There have to be lots of them," he said. "It's going to be a massive capture." The captain smiled. "It is what we've been anticipating," he stated. "Let's move to get them." The fishing boat moved toward the shoal, and the nets were closed. The tuna was caught or confined, and the crew commenced to haul it inside the traps. As the fishing nets reeled in, the tuna thrashed, seeking to escape. They were too tightly packed, and they arrived fast under control. Within minutes, the yields were full of tuna. The team hoisted them onto the deck of the fishing boat, and the captain gave the order to go to port. The processing plant. The fishing boat arrived at the processing plant the following day. The tuna have been unloaded from the ship and taken to the processing line. Let's begin preparing tuna, even though it can be complex. It's far vital to put off its inner organs delicately. This meticulous step, known as gutting, ensures that the fish is in the foremost situation for subsequent processing ranges. By expertly putting off the entrails, we set the muse for transforming this majestic creature into a culinary masterpiece to tantalize even the maximum discerning palates. It's achieved via a staff who use sharp knives to cut open the fish and cast off their organs. A skilled crew guts the tuna and washes it thoroughly for cleanliness and freshness. Then our professionals fillet the tuna with precision and finesse, transforming them into delectable cuts of fish ready to enjoy. The fillets are then weighed and packaged. The market. The tuna has been shipped all around the world. These revolutionary and enormously sought-after merchandise were not the most straightforward bought by restaurants, grocery stores, and sushi bars. However, they also found their way into the palms of esteemed culinary establishments, extraordinary gourmet retailers, and even modern meal markets. The versatility of this merchandise made them an ideal choice for a vast range of organizations in the food enterprise seeking to beautify their services and cater to the evolving tastes of discerning customers. With their perfect, refined, and impossible-to-resist enchantment, it is no marvel that they quickly became a staple in the most legit establishments throughout the globe. The delectable tuna has garnered a massive following among food lovers with its irresistible taste and excellent flavor. This oceanic delicacy has no longer come to be a popular choice, but also a sought-after culinary pride. It is in excessive demand around the world. Its wealthy and succulent flesh and versatility in numerous cuisines have elevated it to gastronomic excellence. The irresistible attraction of tuna is evident because it maintains to captivate the discerning palates of food connoisseurs anywhere, setting itself up as a fundamental ingredient in each gourmet restaurant and home kitchen. People cherished the flavor of tuna and were willing to pay a premium for it. The tuna fishery became a beneficial business, generating much cash for the fishermen and processing flowers. The future of the tuna fishery. The tuna fishery is going through a few challenges. One assignment is that the tuna populace wishes to develop. It is due to overfishing, pollution, and climate trade. Another challenge is that the demand for tuna is increasing. It is because of the growing population and the growing popularity of sushi. With careful control, the tuna fishery can avoid going through a dire outcome. They fall apart. We must apprehend the importance of imposing powerful techniques and rules to ensure sustainable fishing practices. By doing so, we will strike a balance between assembling the needs for tuna whilst safeguarding the sensitive surroundings that support these impressive creatures. The long time period viability of this enterprise and the renovation of our marine assets depend on our dedication to accountable management practices. Let us be a part of forces and take decisive action to shield this crucial aid for future generations. It would have a devastating effect on the fishermen and the processing of flowers. In the contemporary world, it's imperative to prioritize sustainable practices in managing the tuna fishery. With growing worries about overfishing and its effect on marine ecosystems, finding revolutionary and practical approaches to control this valuable resource is essential. By imposing robust guidelines, selling accountable fishing strategies, and encouraging stakeholder collaboration, we will ensure the tuna fishery's long-term viability for future generations. It isn't simply an ecological imperative, but also an economic necessity, as a well-controlled fishery can offer solid livelihoods and aid local communities that rely on it. Let us paint together to protect this treasured aid and pave the way for a sustainable future for our oceans and those who depend upon them. It is fishing at a stage that keeps the tuna populace intact and lowers pollution and climate trade. If we find methods to manipulate the tuna fishery, it could stay a valuable source of meals and earnings for many humans. The tuna fishery industry is a tricky and demanding quarter calling for outstanding expertise and skill. It operates in a dynamic environment with constantly converting conditions, making it a challenging enterprise for even the maximum pro specialists. The complexities of the tuna fishery industry stem from different factors, unpredictable weather patterns, transferring migration styles of tuna populations, and stringent policies imposed to ensure sustainable fishing practices. Navigating through these challenges requires technical information and the capacity to adapt hastily and make informed decisions to maximize productivity while maintaining the ecological balance in our oceans. But it is also an important industry and presents a livelihood for many people. It is essential to find methods to sustainably manage the tuna fishery so that it can continue to be a precious source of meals and profits for plenty of human beings. If you like the video, then do share and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button for more videos.